right, we should be live streaming to you right now on YouTube with myself, Jason of the Disbury, allegedly Dave, the lovely Lisa there, Jack and Igor in the background, and myself, Roxanne, the globalist denier. With a bit of luck, you'll be able to see and hear us all fine. And if that is the case, then Jason's going to screen share and he's going to show us a video that Dave has just uploaded onto FaceAche, or what did you say? Fraud book?
Or Zuckerbook.
Zuckerbook, yeah. Yeah, so Jason, if you would indulge us by screen sharing that for us just now.
Okay.
Lovely.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
Let's have a go.
Yep.
So, here I am in Riga, Latvia, and I'm really surprised to find out that Latvia law singing. So, I'm hoping to go out to the entrance or the exit to find Lisa with a sign that says allegedly Dave. Always wanted that to happen, so hopefully that's going to happen. So here we are, I said, in the airport. So we'll see.
And there you go.
We shall see. We shall see. At some point, eventually,
And I
we will
saw
see the
happened.
next few videos. What happened, Dave? You've got to tell
Don't
us. What
say, don't
happened.
say, don't say.
Ah! You've got to give us a clue. Give us a clue. Give us a clue.
What do you mean? What happened? What happened was, well, no. I've got the other video that I took when I actually came out of the the rivals bit. But yeah, Max was there with a big sign, a huge sign in the shape of a heart. Allegedly Dave. I've always wanted that to happen.
Yay! I love it. I'm loving. I can't wait to see the visuals for that. That's brilliant. I love it. A good job. Well done. Well done, Lisa. Well done, Jack. I love
We might
it.
be able to show that maybe tomorrow or the next day or whatever. We'll show that next time we're on.
Yes,
Okay.
please. Yes, please. So first and foremost, I want to thank you all for being here with us, everyone that's tuned into right now, the live, and everyone that's tuned into a playback. We are talking to Dave Murphy, Lisa, Jack, and Igor. Dave has just arrived onto the tour this evening. He's flown in from Stansted to Riga, which apparently is just like every other bleep airport you've ever seen. And I saw the Willy hat. How's the weather in Riga just now, guys?
Oh, it was slashing down when I got here.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
so
the weather's following the tour. Yeah,
I think
it's raining everywhere.
Lisa. It's following Lisa. Wherever Lisa is, it's raining. That's what I think.
Trying to dampen their spirits, but it's not going to work.
No. Well, this is our opportunity to say hi and welcome to the tour, Dave. Obviously, you've been on the Campervan briefly over the weekend with the Amsterdam convention. Hopefully, it's still in the same condition you last saw it in, within reason.
Not quite.
I don't want to know.
Does he know about it?
No, I don't want to know.
Yeah. We know.
Sure?
We know.
Okay.
We know.
We're trying to work out where that window went, because I seem to remember it when we came back from the activism in Amsterdam. It was there. I'm pretty sure it was there.
I'm pretty sure it was there. I kind of slept in that bedroom that night. I slept in the bedroom that night, and it was definitely there.
Because we were in the van ever since.
Yeah,
we would have felt a draft or something, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
Because,
definitely.
I checked for an hour before Jack came, and nothing could have happened in between then because we were driving. So
can I just say there's a lot of puzzled people that probably in the chat wondering what we're talking about, because we haven't mentioned this, have we?
We should mention this, Jason. You should at least give everyone a synopsis of what's good.
Well, no, I mean I haven't much to report really. I think Lisa needs to give us a synopsis of why have I got a hole in the side of my van?
right, so on the first day of the activism, Roxanne and Jason left in the middle of the night. We were awake all night. and I slept for an
We
hour.
absconded in the middle of the night. You woke up and we were gone.
Yeah. So
We put
I
the
was
window
awake
with
anyway.
us.
I was awake all night anyway, so it didn't make any difference to me. So I thought, okay, I've got an hour's sleep or so. And then Jack knocked and said, "Are we ready to go?" And so eventually we made our way to Belgium. We got to Belgium and I thought, okay, I've got to make sure I lock up properly. And I checked all the windows and I thought, hold on a minute, how do you lock this window? There doesn't seem to be a way to lock it. And then I realised, hold on a minute, like there isn't a window there. So I presume that somebody ripped it off. I don't know. But it's not there.
Half of me wants to laugh and half of me wants to cry. It is a bit like, you remember when we got to the Isle of Wight, Lisa, and the exhaust pipe went off? Remember your baby each other, like you literally can't make up some of the things that happen on this tour. It's almost like the thing that you haven't accounted for happening will happen. Bet you
I have a theory. I have a theory.
Go on.
I think one of Simon Dan's ninjas is on board somewhere, and he's up on the roof. He's up clinging on the roof, and he's coming down every now and again to rip a bit off.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. But you know what? I was actually just thinking as I was listening to that. It would be funny if maybe in 30 or 40 years it shows up in a Christie's auction. Just saying, you know, just saying. Just remember we said that. But yeah, no, it's all doable. We've got our repairs department on that. I'm sure Jason emailed them a few weeks back.
Yeah,
and gave them advance notice of all the bits and pieces that we'll need for this camper van should they go missing. Mirrors, doors, handles. You never know. Yeah.
Can we just leave the engine intact?
If we could just have the chassis and the engine intact by the time it gets back, we're good. We're good. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's taking the time and interacting in the chat room, if it's okay with everybody. I'd like to give everybody a shout out as they're showing everyone here a lot of love, especially you guys on the tour. So Tommy Rogers is giving a massive shout out to everybody. Paul on the plane is in the chat room as well. He's giving everybody a lot of love as well. Malev Cocktail Truther is in the chat room as well, showing a lot of love. Maggie Ray. What Shape is the World? Lovely to see you. Dave, we've met him a few times at Speaker's Corner with his lovely partner. And the Bambi is in the chat room as well. Effie Mowry in the chat room. Lovely to see you, darling. Globebusters is in the chat room as well. Mikey Smith. Hey, Bob. Mikey Smith, National Memorial Gardens. Hello, my darling. Lovely to see you in the chat room too. David Scriven, Toady UK. And Zemia Plaska. Okay, Earth is flat. I'm assuming that's the retrospective language of the country you're from. Lovely to see you in the chat room as well. Ninja Man, lovely to see you. Paige as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Clive Albert, lovely to see you too. Good job.
There was something that happened on the plane.
Oh, yeah?
That, yes. The plane landed and everybody clapped.
Oh, yeah, that really jars me. Yeah. It's almost like, thank you for letting us live.
Yeah, it was like, what we're thanking them for not killing us,
for not dying. Hooray, we survived! Yay!
So what happens when we crash? Does everybody like stand up and go thumbs down? Like, that was
bad. Seriously, the mind boggles, right? I'm extra. You know what? That was one of the first things that started to put me off flying. Was everyone rejoicing at the end of the flight like it was a miracle we've survived.
A miracle.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not as bad as the flight
we
I
didn't
had.
Die. Sorry.
The first flight I went on, a woman had a panic attack and started screaming at the top of her voice.
That was you.
It wasn't
Sorry.
me.
No, and do you know what, Lisa? Everyone's saying hi to you now as well. Paul's saying hi, Lisa. Toady saying hi, Lisa. In fact, if you can see the screen, Lisa, just look down on the screen now. Everyone's saying hi. She's outdoing you, Dave. Completely.
Nobody's saying hi to me.
Yeah, it's just all. This is Lisa. You've stolen it. You've stolen the spotlight. Come on, chat room. What are you dealing with it? It's all a bit one-sided, my darlings. Yeah, Lisa,
No,
I'm a
I
big
don't want your
fan.
highs
Paul's a
now.
big fan.
I'm sorry, I don't want your highs now. You can go away. I've got a
Some
ball now.
second-hand highs. Doc Michael said, I think Lisa is wonderful. Boots on the ground. Love it. Absolutely love it. You're getting a lot of support as well.
I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
The Lisa Show, everyone. The Lisa Show.
So, Bob's just said Lisa's way better looking than Dave. Yeah,
I can't argue there. I can't really argue there.
So Paul wants to know who has had the most nights on the campervan besides Jason and Roxanne. Lisa. Give it up, people. Give it up, people.
Yeah, we didn't crash. We didn't crash.
I'll be doing that.
I'm loving that. So tomorrow you guys are going to be out in Tallinn, in the lovely Estonia. And as I said to you guys yesterday, you guys have got a few people that are anticipating your arrival. They're going to come out and support you guys. They speak both languages and they're up for helping the conversations flow as easily as possible. So Lisa, you're going to have some reinforcements for sending out the leaflets. So that's going to leave you hands-free, hopefully, to get some footage of Dave. And Jack, are you in the background there?
Yep,
Yeah.
How you doing, Jack?
very well.
Yeah, you're doing good. How's today been? Oh, I like this. I like this panoramic look here. This is good. That looks, do you know what it looks like? That looks like the escape hatch on the ISS behind you.
Bye-bye.
You see the door? It does look a bit like the escape hatch on the ISS. Love it. Love
Yeah, it
it.
does work.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
it
it's
works.
okay.
Love that. Little bit of landscaping
That's
going on there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, how's today been? How's the drive been to Riga today? Jack?
It's been all right.
Yeah.
No police. No,
Okay.
no tanks.
Always
Okay.
good sign.
Well, yeah, I was going to say there's a few silver linings there then. And so you guys, as we said, you guys are going to carry on traveling tonight. Yeah, you're going to get the majority of this drive done tonight. Yeah, and
Yeah.
keep it moving. See, that is a mission. That is a
So-
mission.
The sticker is starting to come on now. You're ready for the stickers themselves now, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, well
Yes,
done. Well done. It's looking
Yeah.
good.
Brilliant.
So-
Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful. So really, after that, that's the icing on the cake. That's it. Job's a good one. It's done.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So for timings wise, for the viewers, what kind of time can we say that you guys are going to be out tomorrow? What time do you anticipate hitting the streets tomorrow, weather pending? About one-ish?
Yeah, one-ish, yeah.
Yeah?
Don't look at
Probably
That's
a little
all good.
soon.
And,
Okay.
and I don't know if you got my message. We're heading for the town square in Tallinn. Did you get that?
No.
Yeah. Lisa should say yes.
Jason, that might have just come through in the messages though, because they've only just synced up to the internet, so they might have only just got all those
All right.
messages
Okay.
through.
You need to scroll
Yeah.
up, Lisa. So you got a
Yeah.
little map there for the town square you're heading for. That's in Tallinn. Okay.
Love that. Love that. And again, you're getting a lot of support in the chat room as well. National Memorial Gardens wants to remind you guys to drive carefully. Yeah. So don't drive when you're tired. Yeah, that's specifically to Jack there. Just make sure that you go easy, Jack, and don't push yourself too hard. But I know you're on a mission, so I know that you're up for this.
And when we get there,
Yeah, and
Love it.
Robin has been heavily contacting all the media again, all news reporters and that. So, what was the result on that? Do you know that, Roxanne?
Yes. Yeah, we've got. Would you like me to tell everyone? Yeah. Would you? Yeah. I'm more than happy to do that. Can I do the exclusive on that, Jason?
come on, don't keep us in suspense.
Right. So I had a lovely message this evening from I can't speak for Robin because I know Robin's been in conjunction with, is it Anna? Is that for tomorrow?
Anna,
That's right, Anna. So I got, hello, Roxanne. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Estonian alternative media site, the Telegram EE. And our readers have been writing to us asking info and where and when the Global Eye Tour tomorrow will be in Tallinn. So her name is Marianne. I got back to her and I've given her all the information for where you guys are going to be. So there is going to be media there tomorrow. There is going to be reporters and there is going to be people down there supporting you that are globe deniers themselves. It seems they've left space behind and they're okay with knowing that they've been taught a lie and they want to get on with talking to people about it. So it seems that the languages are only a barrier so far until we get to this point where language doesn't seem to be an issue. Most of the people that we're coming across in these European countries speak English as their second language. Look at you, Jack. You're able to communicate with us regardless. Even though you think your English isn't that good, we're able to communicate with you more than fine.
I wasn't at school when English classes were.
Yeah, but as I think all of us can agree, I don't think the schools where you'd get the best experience of how to speak another language anyway. I for one didn't. I for one didn't when I was younger. I got the experience of getting out there and speaking to people.
Yeah.
He's going to have a Basildon accent by the time I've finished.
I love it. He's going to be Jack from Basildon. Jack from Basildon. He's going to go, all right, mate. Oh, okay, he's all right, son.
Might. Yeah, might.
No, you're going to work on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've not been keeping up with the chat room as well. Everyone's asking you to be careful. I don't know what the roads are like in Estonia, but apparently the roads in Estonia aren't that great. And a lot of people are saying be careful on the roads over there. So, yeah. And I've got another one. Critical Inception has just said, I made a quick video of a pilot confirming that the Earth is flat. Every time we fly, we should all ask the pilots if they know it. You did say that yourself, Dave. You nearly did. You've got another flight to catch home, so maybe you'll catch up with the pilot on the way back. We kind of got brushed off as well, didn't we, Jason?
Say that again?
We got hurried off as well, didn't we?
We did. What does spring to mind when we were leaving? And kudos to you, Dave, and man of your word. And you refused to be to go through the actual scanners, and you I thought it was fantastic. Like watching you do that. It gave me a bit of confidence. So next time that I'm going, I'll be refusing them scanners. So,
well, as I said, if they give you a hard time, you've just survived cancer. You're not doing it again. If they try and if they come up and try and say, oh well, you're going to do it anyway. No, they're not going to do that.
Yeah, come to think of it, actually, I watched a video about a woman that had a job at an airport scanner. She ended up severely ill and nearly died. So you can search it on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's like 5G, so it's like between 24 to 90 gigahertz.
Wow. Wowzers. And again, all of these conversations are ones that do come up when you're out on the road as well. This is what I love about getting out onto the streets, is this opens up the avenue to have all these conversations, this plethora of conversations that we've been having even at Speakers Corner, Dave, as you know. Just talking about the globe lie in its own right opens up all of these avenues to explore all of these conversations that socially aren't deemed as acceptable to be speaking about. You're seen as being a bit of a nutter or a tin foil wearing hat individual who isn't a contributive member of society, whatever that is. So yeah, this is exciting. How are you guys feeling tonight about the anticipation of going out tomorrow and coming across the first set of I call them lamestream media, but we'll call them the MSM for.
Well, these two are veterans, so they're like, it's just another Monday for us. For me, this is a bit like for me, it's a bit like a bit intimidating actually, because.
Oops.
Okay, no worries. They'll be back. Bit of an internet glitch there, which happens when you're out on the road. That's not a problem. Not quite sure. They should be back. That's fine. Okay. So, over to you, Jace.
I'm just thinking we could go for a short interlude with James's latest video, if you wanted to do that.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nich.
Should we go for that?
Yeah, let's go for that.
While we wait for them.
Good job.
So this is another video from UK Truth 2222. James it is. So here we go.
Lovely.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Can you see that?
Yep, sure can.
Let's have a look.
So we're going to watch this video now, guys. It's James's latest update from Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, we just arrived in Hamburg, and 10 minutes after starting, as you can see, it's pouring down.
So you can't land on the moon. The moon system, the moon is like the sun, is the opposite of the sun. But when you're on the ball, what does the ball tell you? You're a million miles away from anything, aren't you? You're in a prison on the ball. The ball is an actual psychological prison. I don't have enough knowledge about these things. Yeah, that's what I mean, but just trust, you know what you should do? Trust your own judgment. Know your own eyes, you see the sun is not 93 million miles away. I believe that God has made the sun. Yeah, God made the sun, but the people that are showing you the sun, they're not so godly. No, they're not so godly because they're showing you a whopping great sun, which is completely untrue. Well, that's what they tell you as far as. But what about okay? But what about this? You know the new camera. We're in 2019 now, right? The new camera they got, the P900, can beam in on the moon. Listen to me. I asked Siri, how far is the moon from the Earth? If you can ask Siri now in German, you just say, Siri, how far is the moon from the Earth? And it will tell you. It'll tell you 32 Earths.
There you go. Would you like one? Would you like these? Look?
Yeah, but it's not a place.
In the last, since around 2015, a lot of people have been questioning our cosmology based on experiments we've been doing. So people have been doing curvature experiments where they take a camera and they do a long distance photograph, and if they know the distance that they're observing and the height they're at from sea level, then you can estimate how much curvature you would expect to see, and people are finding that they're seeing a lot further than you'd expect to find on a globe.
Okay,
And
so what is the conclusion?
well, I mean, absolute conclusion. I would say the conclusion is that the Earth cannot be a globe with the circumference that we are told.
So
You can see.
what happens here?
Good point. We'd like to know because
But North Pole, you know?
yeah. So the North Pole on this map would be like here in the middle. So we would like to know what happens here. We'd love to know what happens here, but the problem is that we have the Antarctic Treaty.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Government's bullshit.
Yeah. Totally.
Only we people. Please show us what actually is.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's what we all want to know.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants to know
Yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Actually, much interesting. Because actually we know, but not show us. You
you know, of people. People not see it.
Yeah.
Only people who will see it. You know.
Yeah. People that want to see will see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I see this site all the time, every day.
Yeah.
I have in Facebook. I have this. I all the time looking. You know, but sorry, Latvia, Russia rule together with us.
Thank you.
No problem. They always fly straight. But the way it's been done is not like to that level. You never get the plane down, and you would know if we were spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. So they make out we're spinning at. We're not spinning at 1,000. We're not spinning at 2 miles an hour. We're completely stationary. The Earth doesn't move, and the Earth is stationary. Well, so what do you admire coming from? I don't get anything out of this. I just don't get because it's the truth. I just like to say, I personally feel this is the truth. And this is sort of like important to people that they don't think they're spinning on the ball on their own in the middle of nowhere, which is a lie. Yeah, it's just a hobby. Yeah, just for me, it's just I like to do it. Really, I'm just helping them out. Just sort of, I like to say the truth. Really, I get a buzz out of that.
They've only been able to penetrate to a certain point, and what the astronauts tell us now is that they can only get past low Earth orbit. And there's been many interviews where they all say that. I've got one umbrella, and I'm under it right now. Where are we going to be tomorrow?
Berlin.
Berlin. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow in Berlin.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate that. That's UK Truth 2222. If you haven't already checked out his channel, please go ahead and check out his channel. He's done some brilliant compilations, Jason, hasn't he?
Yeah, need to. Yeah, I can't wait for the rest of them. I'm so looking forward to them. Sorry, James, I'm putting you under pressure, but yeah, you've got to keep them coming. They're fantastic. It's like a mini match of the day roundup. I've been thoroughly enjoying them. Well done, James.
And the time it takes to put all those clips together, as all of us know that make content, it's difficult to chop those clips down and to take the time and to put them all together and stuff like that. It's time consuming. So I can't thank you enough, James. It's brilliant. And to you and Lisa, you know, this, you said, I remember, I can't get this conversation out of my head. I keep replaying it over and over again. We were kind of talking about the surrealness of everything. And I really want the chat room and everyone watching to be with me on this when I say this. I hope I convey this to you properly. We were talking about how our lives have gone over the last, 5 or 6 years, and, where our lives were 5 or 6 years ago and to now. And Lisa, you gave me the best analogy. You were like, forget 5 years ago to now. 6 months ago, I didn't even have, you said something along the lines of you weren't even looking to get your passport renewed. And it was the day before the first ever time you were ever going to go live on YouTube the next day. But it was just the bubbly way you said it. You just went, 6 months ago, I wasn't even going to get my passport done. And look, going live on YouTube tomorrow in Europe. And I just thought, that kind of says it in a nutshell. It's like, even 6 months ago, if someone said you were going to be in Europe, streaming live on YouTube, talking away to everybody on the Globe Live tour, you would have gone, yeah, go on, pull the other one. Not really going to be doing that. And yet, here you are doing it. How does it feel? I mean, you've done a good few days out there now, darling, and you've really been pushing yourself to do things that you didn't previously think you could do. And when I look at all of the creative writing that you've done with your poetry and stuff like that, I feel that this is you moving into another genre, which is previously kind of uncharted territory to you. How's that felt for you?
I feel like I feel okay with it. I mean, it's kind of like, it is really challenging and exhausting at times, and sometimes it gets to the point at the end of the day where I'm finding it hard to have a conversation because I'm like, oh my God, another one.
Yeah. Like
and I'm
a
just
bit
like
like
really,
you.
sometimes like, especially in the UK,
Yeah.
it got to the point where I was just like so tired by the end of the day.
Yeah.
But that's because I had so many conversations. So, you know, but
Yep.
I'm kind of getting in the swing of it more now. So
And a bit.
I'm just kind of like, this
Go on,
is how it
Jace.
is.
Yeah, I think your confidence is you're coming on leaps and bounds, because when you first started, I remember you were just kind of handing them leaflets out and not really engaging too much in that, and a few conversations on the side occasionally, literally a bit like what Jack's doing. So I can only think now, in probably I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, Jack is going to be you. You know, like,
I mean,
what happens.
the first time I turned up, I just like kind of sat on the bench and watched everybody, and I didn't hand any leaflets out.
Yeah, I did the same. Yeah, it's. I mean, like, I think we all do. We all grow, but we grow in our own time, don't we? You know, like, so. I mean, now I think it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you've got a PhD or what. You could engage with them and cope quite well.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to like a physics and maths professor, and I didn't feel intimidated at all. I mean, I spoke to all kinds of people, all kinds of professionals.
That's brilliant.
I think I'm going to end up sitting on the bench and handing out leaflets and let Lisa do the business. Yeah.
It's okay, Dave. You'll grow in your own time.
And when I do.
Oh, what are you like?
Yeah.
What are you like?
And
you know,
luck.
I think it was a little bit like Jack was saying the other day. There's so many things that are happening in the day, so many conversations, so many variants, so many things that come up that, like Jack said, sometimes all you're left with is love. That's all it boils down to, is just keeping that love within yourself and keeping yourself in that kind of state of can I say frequency? It's important, because it's a lot to absorb in a day, especially when you've had ups and down conversations where some people have accepted it, a lot of people haven't, and you need that time to debrief and kind of go through what's happened. Or like you said, Lisa, it's difficult to have a normal functioning conversation because your brain's so busy with everything that you've been processing through the day, having the conversations. I even saw that was the case with quite a few people that were at Amsterdam. The relentlessness of one conversation after the next, after the next, after the next. The next thing you knew, an hour and a half into maybe 2 hours talking, a lovely person comes up and goes, "Here, would you like a coffee?" And you're like, yeah, my throat's kind of dry now. I haven't actually taken a breath. I've just been, and then just at the restaurant after, and even at the campsite after, so many people were just mulling over the conversations they had, and that went on for hours, even more so than the conversations. That it was almost like the debrief takes slightly longer than the activism that goes out on the streets, because it's a lot. There's a lot of emotions and stuff that go back and forth, and I think we've all stepped into this thinking, not how hard can it be, but we've got information, we want to convey that information. How emotionally laborious can this be? It was like the biggest understatement of my lifetime. I can't vouch for anybody else, but it's a task and a half, going out there and taking all of the rotten tomatoes that are thrown and all the program responses and the repetition of conversations, because obviously it's each different person is retrospectively going to have the same conversation when you start questioning them about what they're believing in. How have you found that?
Yeah.
And I'll ask all three of you that, because Dave, you've done a lot of miles out on the street now. You really have done the mileage at Speaker's Corner. You've gone there relentlessly with us almost every month, for when you're in the country, at least when you're not in St. Lucia. How have you found that?
Well, I find it easy because I talk a lot, so it's just more of the same. And but as far as Flat Earth is concerned, it's obviously different because normally it's a kind of like one-to-many relationship where I put a video out and the only sort of feedback you get is through the comments. Here it's like direct, isn't it? It's like you know, yeah, it's not quite like a debate, but it's I don't know, it's a direct feedback from the people. Speaker's Corner is different because you got the professional trolls, which are interesting, you know, and we're starting to know who they are now anyway.
They're starting
yes,
their pattern of behaviour.
Yeah, but it's yeah, it's not difficult. But as Lisa said, it's like it's very tiring. You end up with like a dry mouth at the end of it and croaky voice. I think I almost lost my voice a couple of times on a Monday morning. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
And afterwards, how have you found the feeling afterwards? Once you've had all the conversations, once you've gone back home, and afterwards, how do you find that? How do you debrief the conversations, or do you just take it with a pinch of salt and move on?
Well, my trip home afterwards is usually a grueling affair anyway. So I don't get the chance to even get to think about it. It's like you know, straight to bed. You know.
It is, and that's another bit. It is, you know, a pilgrimage for a lot of people to come to London, because a lot of people aren't, you know, that are doing the activism in London don't necessarily live in London. So again,
well,
massive
like
shout out.
Barry, for instance, comes from Wolverhampton for God's sake.
Every month on the coach. Massive shout out to Barry for his efforts as well, and to everybody that comes there. And this is just really a bigger version of that. I feel that a lot of us felt like, after doing a good few months at Speaker's Corner, it was like, well, if we can take that kind of ridicule and abuse, well, you know, sky's the limit then, isn't it, really, as far as taking this from beyond our Marks and Spencers and our Poundlands on our average high streets in our own country. I think this is out of our comfort zone, right? Going into countries, I mean, some of us haven't been to these countries that we're going to. Some of us are seeing these places for the first time.
I'm sure most people haven't been to all the countries on the list.
Yeah.
This is, as we were saying in the car, Roxanne. This is actually an event. This is a big event. I know it's just you know, a handful of flat earthers going around in a motorhome, but as we said earlier, this hasn't been done before.
No,
you know,
correct.
you know, we've done pretty much everything that you know, the original flat earthers did. Yeah, we've done the experiments. You know, we've been sort of been in the media. We've been ridiculed by the media, just like they have. But they didn't take it out to the people. Yeah, they sat in their elite circles and, you know, sort of mused about flat Earth. Okay, fair enough. You know, because I think it was one of them was Lady Blount. So you know, it was those sort of circles. So I doubt if the common man got to chat about flat Earth back in those days. But here we are.
Yeah,
we're taking matters into our own hands, and not only have we gone on the streets of the UK, but we're taking a chance here and going into all these other countries where most of them, you know, possibly don't speak English at all.
Yeah,
and it's a big, you know, leap in the dark.
Yeah,
and I know that you know, Jason and Robin and a few others have taken a huge leap at, you know, at this, because you know, I'm not going to say too much, but you know, I know that a few things are on the line here because of it.
Yeah,
and you know, you ought to get recognition for that, because you're taking a big sort of chance on this. And you know, at the end of the day, this is a historic event. You know.
Yeah.
I know the mainstream won't see it that way, but anybody on the outside looking, and maybe in the future looking back at this time, or may remember this weird, quirky little trip around Europe, where a bunch of strange people are trying to talk to foreigners about foreigners. Yeah, we're the foreigners, aren't we? Sorry.
Yeah. A bunch of foreigners went around Europe telling people they'd been lied to. Hopefully that will transcend, and hopefully, no matter who the victors are, that will go down, and the baton won't be dropped this time.
Yeah.
Good.
Well
I say, I just want to make sure that people realise. And this is the thing. I'm shocked that we've not got as many people leaping at this opportunity. I know a lot of people have got distractions like work and things to do, but this is literally the trip of a lifetime.
Mm.
And to literally do something about the flat Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than comment on YouTube videos or make just another video about the same subject. You've got an opportunity right here to be part of something outrageous. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm shocked that there aren't as many people as I expected to be like jumping at this.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Dave, because myself and Jason and Robin have been slightly disheartened about the amount of enthusiasm for participation, because we want this to be the people's tour, and Lee and Lisa and Jack and Igor and ourselves are all proving that it is the people's tour. However, we just thought a few more people would be able to, but like you said, Dave, I know that everyone has still got themselves firmly fixed into the matrix. Even I have. I'm unable to do what I want to do. Jason's unable to do what he wants to do. And it's like, no matter, a lot of us talk about, can we walk away from things? And we can to a certain extent until we're not able to. And then you realize, I can't. I can only do things within a certain it's not fair.
But think about it, yeah. When you're lying on your deathbed, whenever that may be, are you going to be thinking about, my job, how wonderful my job was? Yeah. Are you going to be thinking about how wonderful it was going to the tax office and doing all this normal rubbish? Or are you going to be thinking of, that time you went round Europe talking to Italian people about the flat Earth? Yeah,
exactly. That's more like what I'm going to be thinking.
It reminds me of that Forrest Gump. There's that scene in Forrest Gump where Jenny's dying, and Forrest is recounting those moments in his life. And that was a very powerful scene. That he's saying, like when the sun goes down over the bayou, and it's that's what life is about, the experiences. And this is an experience. I've just got here. I'm looking forward to jumping in with both feet and sort of, as you said earlier on, drinking this in.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. I think if you're not drinking it in and absorbing it all, then it's not going to resonate the same way. If we're just wearing blinkers and flying through this and flying to the destination and not paying attention to the bigger picture of what's going on around, like you said, I think it does need to be said how major this is, as far as this has not been done before.
Right. Well, I intend to have a great deal of fun on this. Good. And I hope that comes through to people when they see the videos, because I want other people to see this for what it is, and really want to be part of this.
Yeah. Me too, Dave. Well said, my darling. Adam Meakin said he's absolutely jumping. I think he's counting the days or possibly hours down to when he's coming on the tour. I know me and Jason are doing everything we can in the background to get back onto the tour as soon as absolutely possible. We'd be there now if we could. We'd be there now.
I was going to say,
you'd have to take some tents though.
Yeah, Adam, what you can do is, if you've got this app, which you probably have, on the timer there, you can put down when you're about to join the tour.
Show that a bit closer. A bit closer, Jace, a bit closer.
Yeah. There you go. So you put your countdown timer.
Right.
I had it on for when the tour was going to start.
Oh, what are you like? What are you like?
I'm going to share my screen because I wanted to show this picture, and cool. You can tell me who took this picture, because I absolutely adore it. I love this picture, and tell me who took it.
Okay. Have a little sherry.
Who took that?
Oh, can you zoom in, because I can't see that very well.
Can you see that?
That's a good picture. Who took that picture?
Me and Jack. It was Jack's idea, actually.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. It is. Love it.
Nice.
And there was a one or two others there as well. That's smart.
Oh yes. Nice. Can you zoom in on any of these? Can we zoom in?
Yeah.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. I do believe you've got some pictures of the other bit of the vinyl being done as well.
Yeah, look at this.
Look. Nice. Do you know, I thought Igor was levitating there for a second. It kind of doesn't look like he's on a step. It just looks like Igor's jumping. It looks like, you know, like one of those Minecraft games when they're on the blocks. It looked funny. Sorry. That looks great.
I tell you what, looks bubble free, doesn't it? Look at that.
It does. That's a professional look.
How
Yeah,
did
but
you see that?
it isn't. So I'm going to be out there trying to squash those bubbles down.
Of course.
That's it.
Yeah, was it Dave's got a little bit of OCD when it comes to bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. There won't be a bubble left when I leave this place.
Well, there you go.
No, those are some great images. Yeah, Glowbuster said the van looks awesome.
Yeah,
it's
getting there. It's getting there.
I should mention when I came out of the airport, I was just about to say to Jack, where's the van? And it was like this big glowing yellow thing. Oh, there it is.
In the front.
Sticking out like
a sore thumb. Dave, wait till tomorrow when all them eyes will be like staring at you.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm literally. I just want to be there. I want to be there. I want to go. I just want it to be now, like now.
I mean, you might not have time to do any more stickering tomorrow because it's a busy, hectic schedule tomorrow. So hopefully, if it dries the next day, you might be able to find an hour or two and get some stickers on.
Well, before we wrap up, I'm going to do a last roll call for the chat room because quite a few more people have arrived in the chat room, and I want to give everyone a shout out as they're giving you guys a lot of love. So I'm just going to go through the list a little bit, just scrolling up.
You mean, sorry, give Lisa the love? That's what.
I'm going to give everyone the love. I'm giving everyone the love. So we've got the Fifth World. She's in the chat room. Lovely to see you, my darling. Adam Meeking, the man that is the Adam Meeking. He's in the chat room. Yep, we showed you that. And Sven P, he was at Kidderminster as well. You guys met him as well. He's in the chat room saying good evening to you all. And National Memorial Gardens, he's in the chat room as well. Lovely to see you. And Bella Improvisio and Doc Michael, lovely to see you guys too. And Kevin says, don't pay the bills and disconnect. One way to walk away. Ninja Man, lovely to see you still. Jin CBR1, wonderful. He says, Lisa, you're doing a grand job, girl. We all appreciate what you're doing. And Music Man, much love to you. What Shape is the World, saying, please don't forget to like and share if you haven't done already. Paul on the plane, thank you, my darling. Lisa, Jack, Dave, Roxanne, Jason, making history. And Doc Martin said, that's exactly what I'm working on now. Dallas this year and the UK GB next year. Doc Michael's looking to come over here next year. I'm looking forward to that. And further down, we've got Paige. Lovely to see you. Globebusters. And anyone else I've missed? Critical Inception, Flat Plane Oregon. And Dr. LA0206. And been watching. Flat Earth Trav. Gary John. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
That's it. That was good, Jack. That was really good. You almost had me for a minute there.
By the end of the week, he'll have it down, all right? Nice. All right, mate?
All right, mate.
Yeah, I've got my work cut out, but you know.
I love it. And Annie Klaas, lovely to see you as well. Tommy Rogers and a Plain Earther as well. So hopefully I've managed to catch everyone in the chat room there. Massive shout out to you all for taking the time out.
Sorry, I've just noticed why we look familiar on here. We should be floating. The three of us should be like just bouncing.
That's what I'm saying. See behind you. The door behind you literally looks like an escape hatch, Dave. You look like you're on some kind of capsule. It does. It does. Sasha, lovely to see you. I'm going to get in touch with you and the gang, as the tour is going to be moving through the Eastern Bloc countries as well. So, yeah, shout out to FEMX and all the gang over there. Ranty, the clock is ticking, Ranty. TikTok, we're ever moving closer to Ranty joining the tour as well. So we've got another tour participant there in the chat room. Lovely to see you, my darling. And what shape is the world wants to know, will they be live streaming tomorrow? Will they be broadcasting tomorrow? What shape is the world wants to know? So, guys, would you like to answer him? I don't think he was in the chat room when we said it earlier.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course.
When will you be streaming? What time will you be streaming from?
Will we get there by 1 o'clock, hopefully?
Yeah? And that'll be from Jason of the Disbridge channel, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, guys, if you haven't done so already, I'll make sure the link is in the description. And if any of the mods can pop the link in the chat room just now, if you can put the link for Jason of the Disbridge channel, click subscribe, click the notification bell so that you will hopefully be notified when the tour goes live. Myself, Jason, and a lot of other people will share the live stream as well on multiple social media platforms to hopefully circumnavigate some of that censorship. But if not, retrospectively speaking, in your country, it'll be 1 p.m. our time, Jason, or their time? The tour's time. Our time or the tour's time?
Their time.
It should be 12 your
Yeah.
time.
So it'll be midday GMT. So midday GMT on Tuesday.
Anywhere from midday to 2 o'clock, I would say. You know, like, therefore, you're not under any stress whatsoever. No pressures.
Yeah. Hopefully, but it is nearly 3 a.m. and we've got more driving to do. Do our best.
No worries. I think everyone's like highly anticipating this stream tomorrow, so absolutely no pressure.
I mean, we're really missing it because we missed out on Poland, and we've had like a day before getting to Poland, and then another 2 days getting here. So
no, it just means that I have to do Poland again. You know, we'll fly in there one day, Roxanne, me and you, and Dave.
What are you saying then? We're going to take the bazooka on the plane?
Yeah, we'll fly in there one day and we'll do Poland again.
We'll have to work out some like lightweight banners or something because baggage can be a pain.
Just leave your handbag behind.
You're funny. Good laugh. Good laugh. Right, my darlings, we're going to let you get on with your drive because you've got a bit of an arduous drive ahead of you getting towards Tallinn. So thank you so much for pulling over, getting some good signal and being with us here for everyone's update tonight. Dave, you've done a monumental journey today, from me picking you up this morning to getting you to the airport to being there late this evening. Thank you so much. And no problem. I'm so excited to see how tomorrow's going to go. I really am. Just to have more hands on deck again with Lee having just left it, I just feel good with having extra people there because as Jack and Lisa know, and yourself, Dave, when we went into London, it's not easy when there's just a couple of you because it's a lot to try and deal with, especially when there's a crowd that build up and you know, you need someone to watch the banner and you need someone to hand out the leaflets. So yes, I'm loving this. And if anyone is watching this and you know where the tour's going and you want to reach out, please do so by emailing jason@disbury.com or operationrealness@yahoo.com. So yeah, operationrealness@yahoo.com, jason@disbury.com. If you want to take part, if you want to contribute in any way that we've not already displayed to you, all of the links are in the description for PayPal, for GoFundMe. There's various links in the chat room. Please, like Dave did with me today, you bought me a lovely, do you know what? They didn't have my blonde roast, but I did enjoy the coffee that you did buy me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But in the way that you bought me that coffee today, that's really what I'm trying to evoke with everyone watching today. For you, that, you know, you just bought me that coffee and I really enjoyed it. But if everyone could do that for the tour tomorrow, if everyone, when they're buying their coffee or tea or whatever it is they're buying tomorrow, if you could just put $5 or £5 aside for the tour and get that over to the tour tomorrow, and any given day that you're able to do that, it will keep the wheels turning. So anything that you can do to assist us to keep these wheels turning, we will provide activists. Jack is driving. We're going to keep the fuel going into the camper and we're going to keep rolling out those banners city after city, time after time, and keep streaming to you all the way through. Now there's a permanent device on the camper with Dave. So there'll be live streams all the time. anything else anyone wants to say before we wrap up for tonight?
Just a big shout out to everybody who has supported so far. I think I missed all the big channels, like for support. And thank you, Paul on the plane and Bob from Globebusters. Thank you very much. David Wise, thank you very much. I've obviously missed lots of people. We've had so much help. Even Ranty, thank you very much. You did some. He came up with the idea for the tour-a-thon, remember, and that was a huge success. If we hadn't have started that tour-a-thon,
correct,
this tour wouldn't have happened. So I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much, and just a big thank you for everybody. But we do need to keep the pennies rolling, to keep the wheels rolling.
Yeah, big time. And if we don't keep the pennies rolling in for the tour, Jason will get the tour to a point where there's can't go past. What is it? What's the terminology called? The point of no return. There will be a point where if we don't keep the funds coming in, there will be a point of no return. We're not at that point yet, but Jason will give us a forecast if it looks like it's going that way, which is why we are reminding you all that this tour is going on until near enough Christmas. By the time the tour's finished, it'll have nearly done 15,000 miles. That's 15,000 miles. Dave, after a few days of being on the tour, it would be great if the three of you could try and give us, it would be fun. I'd love to just hear some numbers spout out for your best guess on how many eyes you reckon are clapping eyes on that campervan a day, because I can't visualize it. I can visualize it, and then my mind starts to melt a little bit. I start going, how does one quantify these numbers? Because you're in high density cities, then you're in high density motorways, and then you're in high density places where you're parked up, and then you've got I don't know. This is way better than a static billboard any day of the year.
I do want, when you're stuck in traffic, we want some films. We want some video footage of eyes and cars and that.
I remember. You could probably do that through the window when you're in traffic, Lisa. Just if you see people clapping eyes on the vehicle, give it a little filmage. That'd be good.
I will do.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right, my darlings. Well, we will let you go. Mwah, 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 to the four of you on the campervan. Thank you so much for your patience with us. And I know you've got a drive ahead of you, but big love and respect to all of you.
And thank you, Igor. I know you've been patient in the background there somewhere. Cheers, Igor.
Asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Oh, bless her. He's asleep. Oh, big love to Igor as well.
Thanks a lot, Jack. Jack, that you've got someone else on board to look after now.
Yeah.
He says it's so cool. He's like, so cool. He's like, yeah, it's not a problem. This is fine. It's all part of the mission. Jack is the man. He's the man with the plan. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So have we come to the end of this live stream then?
We have.
We are. We're about to draw it now to an end for you to say goodbye.
Okay. No. The end of the live stream. There's some congratulations.
We didn't crash.
It was a success.
We didn't crash.
I love it. I love it. Well, my darlings, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to us as we've given to you the Globe Light update as it's left Riga now and on its way to Tallinn in Estonia for the activism lined up for tomorrow afternoon, which you'll see from about the UK time, 12 p.m. GMT, where the guys are going to be out on the streets with the banners, leaflets and cameras and conversations. So please take the time to tune in to Jason of the Disbreeze channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified. And we shall see you all tomorrow. And hopefully, if we get time, we can maybe do a little one like this again tomorrow evening at a time that's good for you guys on the tour bus, and give everyone a little synopsis of how you're doing. And feel free to stream at any point on Jason's channel. I'm sure if I get a notification, I'm going to tune straight in. So if you guys want to go live at any point, you don't need our permission. You just hit live. Go for it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Did he say good luck?